HGT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week. America to Agatala. Global news platform. Global politics, diplomacy, economy, education, health, culture, sports, international affairs. Global turbulences. News from space. Curiosity on aliens, UFO, etc. War and war effects on global economy. Sensex, share market, global tourism, global technology, artificial intelligence, and next. You are watching HGT Live 24/7 on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, Twitter, etc. Fashion, fair, future, and lot more. The World This Week.
Hello there, you are watching HGT Live 24/7. Signing on The World This Week. Here are the top stories. Sparking safety, crackdown Hong Kong mourns as deadly fire claims 128 lives. It was 26 November, Wednesday, when an apartment complex in Hong Kong's Tai Po neighborhood caught fire at about 2:51 p.m. The fire began on the bamboo scaffolding outside one of the buildings. This type of scaffolding made from bamboo poles used by workers during repairs burns very easily. Once the scaffolding caught fire, the flames quickly spread up the structure into the building and then to the nearby towers. The blaze is Hong Kong's deadliest in more than 100 years.
When a fire ripped through the city's Happy Valley racecourse, killing 614 people. In August 1962, a fire in the city's Sham Shui Po district killed 44 people, while a fire at a Garley building on Nathan Road in Kowloon killed 41 people and injured 81 others in November 1996. The complex, built in 1983, consists of 8 high-rise buildings with a total of 1,984 flats. According to the local media reports, 7 of the buildings were affected by the fire. Of those, 4 have since been brought under control. According to the 2021 census, nearly 40% of the 4,600 people who lived in the towers were 65 or older. Property records show that Iraq Food Court has been undergoing major renovation work consisting about $42.43 million. Survivors said they did not hear a fire alarm, prompting people to rush from the door to door to warn others of the blaze. The fire spread very quickly because it started on the bamboo scaffolding around the building and spread to the green netting covering the structures. Both the bamboo and the green netting burn easily, so once they caught fire, the flames shot up the outside of the tower and reached many floors. The burning pieces then fell and set nearby buildings on fire within minutes. Wind and the open areas from the renovation work likely made the flames grow even faster. While the exact cause is still being investigated, officials say the flammable scaffolding, building materials, and the tall, closely packed towers all helped the fire get out of control. The government has immediately arranged for inspections for all housing estates across the city undergoing major repairs to examine the safety of scaffolding and building materials is the main information till it has been received. Authorities have confirmed the deaths of 94 people. At least 2 Indonesian migrant workers were killed in the blaze and 2 have been injured, according to Indonesia's Consulate General in Hong Kong. Overall, some 76 people are reported to have been injured, including 10 firefighters. About 279 residents are unaccounted for. 4 people have died in hospital. About 900 people have sought shelter in community centers. Firefighters were still working in the late morning, but by Wednesday afternoon, they were reported to have brought the blaze under control. A steady stream of people placed bouquets of white roses, carnations, lilies, and other flowers Sunday at the makeshift memorial outside the blackened buildings of a Hong Kong apartment complex that went up in flames, killing at least 128 people in one of the city's deadliest blazes. Many bowed towards the scene of the fire and said short prayers or left handwritten notes among the flowers. There has been an outpouring of support and sympathy, with the thousands of city residents visiting the site of the fire to pay tribute to the dead and to donate supplies to those who lost everything in the blaze, which started Wednesday and took until Friday to fully extinguish. Authorities said Saturday they need to identify 44 more bodies out of the 128 recovered. About 150 people remain unaccounted for. The dead included 2 Indonesian migrant workers, the Indonesian foreign minister said. One Filipino woman who was a domestic helper was also killed, and 12 others remain unaccounted for, according to the Philippines Consulate General in Hong Kong.
Pope Leo XIV has reached Lebanon after Turkey. In Turkey, he visited Sultan Ahmed Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque, in the morning of the 3rd day of the apostolic journey to Turkey. The Pope experienced the visit to the mosque in silence, in a spirit of recollection and attentive listening, with deep respect for the place and for the faith of those who gathered there in prayer.
According to the Holy See Press Office, Pope Leo XIV has visited the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque, on the morning of the 3rd day of his apostolic journey to Turkey. The more than 21,000 ceramic tiles from Iznik that line the walls of the building, predominantly blue and turquoise, gave the rise to mosque's nickname. One of the most important in Istanbul, this mosque was completed in 1617 by Sultan Ahmed I, and part of the site of the Great Palace of the Constantinople. The goal was for this mosque to become the most significant place of worship in the Ottoman. Arriving at the mosque on Saturday morning, Pope Leo was accompanied by the Minister of Culture and Tourism, Mehmet Nuri Istoy, the provincial mufti of Istanbul, Emrullah Tunsal, and the Imam of the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, Kura Hafiz Fatih Kaya. Inside, Muezzins Musa Askin and Tangsia led the Pope on a brief tour of the mosque. Bureau Report, Aged Live 2047.
Devastating flood in the Southeast Asia has claimed hundreds of lives, many missing in Malaysia and Thailand.
Rain fury has caused the horrendous flood in Southeast Asia. Death toll has gone beyond hundreds, when many are missing, where some of the heaviest rain in decades has swept the region. As of Saturday, there had been 160 reported deaths in Thailand. There are also several deaths reported in Malaysia. Monsoon rain, exacerbated by tropical storms, has caused some of the worst flooding in years, with millions affected in Indonesia, Malaysia and Thailand. The death toll on Indonesia's Sumatra island has passed 300, and there are fears it could increase further, with dozens still missing. Evacuations efforts are still underway there, with major roads cut off and internet and electricity only partially restored. Bureau Report, HD Live 2047.
A Russian drone attack killed 1 person and wounded 11, including a child, on the outskirts of the Ukrainian capital Kyiv, Regional Governor Mykola Kalashnik said on Sunday.
Russian attacks on Ukraine overnight on Saturday killed 6 people and wounded dozens of others across the country, and cut power to 4 lakh households in Kyiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia had launched about 36 missiles and nearly 600 drones in the attack, and emergency services said at least 2 of the 6 deaths and 38 injuries were reported in the capital.
US President Donald Trump has ordered closure of airspace that the country's airspace could be regarded as closed, following months of deadly US attacks on suspected drug smuggling vessels. Speculation is growing that Washington could carry out a military operation in Venezuela.
Trump's warning followed days after U.S. aviation authorities advised airlines to exercise increased caution near Venezuela due to rising tensions, prompting several major carriers to suspend flights. He stated this week that efforts to stop Venezuelan drug trafficking by land would start very soon, the report noted. Quote-unquote, to all airlines, pilots, drug dealers and human traffickers, please consider the airspace above this surrounding Venezuela to be closed in its entirety, Trump said in a Truth Social post from his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. In recent months, the U.S. has stepped up pressure on Caracas as a part of a counter-narcotics efforts targeting drug trafficking, which the Trump administration claims is orchestrated by Maduro's regime. However, President Maduro has urged Venezuelans to defend against imperialist attacks as daily life continues amid rising tensions. Venezuela's military have carried out exercises along its coastal regions. Bureau Report, AGT Live 2047.
All-time famous Bollywood star Dharmendra breathed his last on the 24th of November and was later cremated in the Pavan Hans crematorium.
Veteran Bollywood star Dharmendra has passed away at the age of 89. Hema Malini, his wife, and daughter Aisha Deol were spotted by the media on Monday afternoon outside a crematorium. This came 2 weeks after they brought Hema's husband Dharmendra back home from hospital, where he was admitted due to ill health. News broke on Monday that Dharmendra had died at the age of 89, days ahead of his 90th birthday. The actor was hospitalized earlier this month due to ill health. His family was spotted attending his last rites at Pavan Hans crematorium before returning home. Numerous celebrities, including Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, Rajinikanth, and Kamal Hassan, mourned his death. Dharmendra's family is yet to release a statement about his death. Preeti Zinta, Bollywood actress, wrote, quote-unquote, "What do you say about a man that was all heart, so loving, so compassionate, and one of the biggest superstars and a legend of Indian cinema? When I didn't know him, I loved him, and when I met him, I loved him even." Likely, Bollywood superstar Salman Khan fans posted old videos of Salman and Dharmendra on social media to remember their bond. Quote-unquote, "He always treated him like a son," wrote a bereaved fan. Mahesh Babu wrote, "Cinema has lost one of its strongest voices today. Rest in peace, Dharmendra Deol sir. The honesty and weight he brought to every character across generations and eras will continue to inspire us always, praying for strength and courage to his family during this difficult time." Shatrughan Sinha, another superstar who has been a close friend of Dharmendra, shared an emotional note on the demise of the star. He posted several pictures with him and wrote in the caption, quote-unquote, "Heartbroken, pained, and deeply saddened by the passing away of our dearest family friend, our elder brother, people's hero, most loved son of the soil, pride of Punjab, Maharashtra, a Bharat Ratna in two sense, down to earth, kind and a humble human being. He will be remembered forever for his great contributions to the film industry, cinema. A personality in totality, an era of he-man star is gone. My first hero and the people's hero in the film industry is no more. It is an irreparable and irreplaceable loss to all of us and the entire film industry. Strength to the family, friends, well-wishers and fans in these traumatic times. Om Shanti. Virat Kohli penned a tribute for the late actor on his X account. He wrote, "Today we have lost a legend of Indian cinema who captivated hearts with his charm and his talent, a true icon who inspired everyone who watched him. May the family find strength in this tough time. My sincere condolences to the whole family." Bureau Report, AGT Live 24/7.
Now in sports, India vs South Africa ODI match is being played at JSC International Stadium in Ranchi. Earlier winning the toss, South Africa have decided to bowl first. India have managed to pile up 186 runs, losing 3 wickets.
In the latest update in the match, KL Rahul and Virat Kohli have taken India to 214, losing 4 wickets after the 33 overs against South Africa in the first ODI at Ranchi today. Outnell Batman picked Washington Sundar for 13, and earlier India has managed to score 80, losing one first wicket in the first power play after South African skipper Aiden Markram won the toss and opted to bowl first against KL Rahul's India in the first of the 3-match ODI series at the JSCA International Stadium complex in Ranchi today. In his previous ODI in Sydney last month, Rahul proved the doubters wrong with a scintillating century, and despite a couple of blobs, Kohli bounced back with a masterful half-century. The match is being played. Keep watching AG Live for the more latest updates in the coming time. Bureau Report, AG Live 24/7.
Dear viewers, that's all from our news desk till now. Keep watching AGT Live 24/7 on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp. Looking forward to hear from you in the comment box. Thank you all. Have a great time. Signing off. नमस्कार।
ये न्यूज़ कंटेंट देखने के लिए शुक्रिया। अगर आपका कोई सुझाव है तो हमें कमेंट कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए AGT Live 24/7।
Thanks for watching AGT Live 24/7.